Welcome back, dear students. I gave an introduction to, we were doing the poem Ulysses by Lord Alfred Tennyson. Yesterday in my lecture, I gave you an introduction about an idea about what Ulysses talks about, what kind of a poem it is. And also, I highlighted over the themes of the poem. Now, we'll be starting with the text today, and I'm already focusing the text there. It's there on your screen. Now, the poem begins, it was written 1842, as you can clearly see, and the poem begins with the first line: It little profits that an idle king by this still hearth among these barren crags, matched with an aged wife, I met and dole unequal laws unto a savage race that hoard and sleep and feed and know not me. Now you have to be very particular about the lines because these lines have lots of messages, lots of meanings, and lots of annotations. Now, how does the poem begin? See, it little profits that an idle king. Little profits? The poem begins, I think, not on a very optimistic note because it little profits itself means that it is useless, it's of no use. That an idle king, we never expect a king to be idle, sitting without work. So, by this still hearth is the area of a floor around a fireplace, and he's saying that he's there in the stones, barren stones, and matched with paired with a wife, aged wife, and met and dole here means that to give unequal laws to a savage man. Savage means treating all people equally. So, what does the poem indicates, and especially how significant is the beginning of the poem, the opening lines of the poem? The poem's opening lines vividly introduce the speaker, that is Ulysses, the king of Ithaca. Ulysses was the king of Ithaca, and he's the one who is talking about himself and establish that he isn't too happy with his situation. So we can say that the poem itself opens on a very pessimistic note. These lines also make it clear that the poem is a dramatic monologue, a speech uttered by a particular character in a particular context. I hope you know what is dramatic monologue because we've discussed earlier in the earlier classes too. The dramatic monologue basically means speaking aloud. You know, when the speaker is talking and there's a particular character who's speaking in a particular context. It is similar to a monologue delivered by a character in a play, like we have in the plays of William Shakespeare. Now, Ulysses' name isn't actually mentioned in the poem. Instead, the poem's title indicates who the poem is about. Ulysses, who's the protagonist. Protagonist means the main character, the hero, with his Greek name of Odysseus of Homer's ancient Greek epic, the Odyssey. We discussed that from where this whole idea came into the mind of Tennyson. The Odyssey is one of the most well-known works of the world literature, and so Tennyson would have expected his readers to be familiar with Ulysses or Odysseus and his story. So he was inspired by the Greek name, the Greek epic. Now, in Homer's tale, Odysseus spends 10 years fighting in the Trojan War and 10 years in adventures at sea, struggling to return to his island home of Ithaca and to his wife, Penelope. Penelope is the name of his wife, and his son, Telemachus, is the name of his son. Now, Odysseus' driving motivation throughout the Odyssey is to get home, so readers might be surprised by the opening lines of Tennyson's poem, which describe how unhappy Ulysses is with his life on Ithaca. Ithaca is not a beloved homeland, it's merely a barren crags. And Penelope is not the woman he fought for years to return to, she's simply an aged wife now. The strong contrast Tennyson draws between the reader's prior idea of Ulysses and this new image presented in the poem is one of his strategies for engaging the reader's curiosity. He wants to engage readers into a kind of a curiosity to what exactly is going on in the mind of Ulysses and interest. Now, if Ulysses spent years traveling the world attempting to reach home, why has his home left him so unhappy? Now, this is a question that arises: that why is he has left his home and he's so unhappy? So we can see the opening lines here, the beginning of the poem indicates or starts to present an answer to that question. Ulysses seems to be unhappy with the idea of growing old. He does not directly call himself old, almost as he cannot stand to admit it, but he calls his wife aged and that he is matched with her. Now, see how cleverly he's called his wife aged, and he himself is not thinking that he is old. This is a common problem with men, and that I'm extremely sorry for this comment, but please don't take it personally. He also complains that he is idle and that he's stuck by a still hearth, that is stable, constant. He's frustrated because he does not feel he is doing satisfying work and because he is trapped in one place. So this dissatisfaction comes partly because Ulysses feels a little connection to the people he rules. He describes them in terms that are often applied to animals or beasts. They are savages who do nothing but sleep, eat, and hoard goods, like animals storing up food for hibernation. Worst of all, they know not Ulysses. That is, they do not understand the kind of man he is. He's traveled the world while they have only ever seen the barren crags of Ithaca. So he is also dissatisfied because while his people are content to live and die on the island, Ulysses cannot stand being still. So this is what you can say that talks about a lot in the opening lines. Now, the beginning, the diction of the opening lines also create a kind of frustration in the mind of Ulysses because he used all those harsh words and consonants. So, we can say that these opening lines are quite significant because they suggest a lot of things and thoughts that are going on in the mind of the king Ulysses. Now, we'll continue with the poem in the next class. Thank you.